that you will play. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little baby. Go to sleep. Pay attention, this story will bring you sleep. Sleep at ease, go to sleep. This story will teach you to dream. Pay attention at every moment. If awake and aware, aware in your dreams. If aware in your dreams, awake you will. Pay attention, this story will bring you sleep. If awake and aware, aware in your dreams. If aware in your dreams, awake you will. Awake you will. Awake you will.
A long time ago, there was a king that got invited to a land far, far away. But because he was very busy, he wasn't going to be able to go. The people from that land want him to spend a long time in their kingdom, so he will be able to understand their way of living. Instead, he decided to send one of his most trusted men in his service that was both young and single. The king gave him all the important instructions before he left. You will spend 40 years in that kingdom. I cannot attend myself, so I have decided that you will go in my stead. The king of that place assured me that you will not have to do anything. All you need to do is to pay attention to everything you experience and enjoy your time there. The king explained some of the many things the man will find different about the foreign land in comparison to his own. There, the people like to put many different spices in their food. Also, there are many sheep there because the people like to use their wool to make soft clothes that are also much more colorful than what the people of this kingdom wear. They also grow a certain plant that they call cotton. This plant covers its seeds with soft material that looks like the wool from the sheep, which they also use to make clothes and many other things. Something else that is important is that because the faraway kingdom is near to the ocean, many people there like to go to the beach on their days off to have some fun. As the king was finishing explaining the man's mission, he told him, "It will be great if you keep a diary that you write in every day about all your experiences there, unless you have a great memory, because at your return, I will want you to tell me every detail about your experiences there." "I understand, my lord. I will do as you wish," the man answered. When the young man arrived to the faraway kingdom, it was dawn, and there was no moon. At that moment, the sun began to rise, but there was a big mountain that covered his view of it. Suddenly, as he continued to ride his horse, the sun appeared at full force from behind the mountain. Its light was so strong that it blinded him for a few moments. He felt a strong pain in his lungs, like if the air from the different kingdom was different to his. The shock was so great that it made him lose his memory. He also fell from his horse, hurting himself. He later arrived at the beautiful small town and started to ask the people there questions. "Where am I? Who am I?" he asked them. He then explained his experience to them. "I need help. I don't remember anything from my past. All I remembered that it was this strong light that blinded me for a while, and a strong pain in my lungs. The people from the town, unable to learn anything about the man from what he had on him, answered, "You must be from a very far away, because we do not recognize your clothing or your shield, but we can help you. There is a place where you can live until you feel better." Some of the townsfolk took him to a shelter where homeless people were allowed to stay. After a few days, his injuries started to heal, but his memories would not return to him. Because the man felt better, the people at the shelter let him go out and explore the town. As he explored, he started to see how the people there lived. They sent their kids to school at a very early age, and they worked every day. At the schools there, you could learn how to become a teacher, a doctor, an engineer, and many other things. But it will take you about 15 years to master any of these careers. Those who didn't want to go to the school could instead focus on learning certain construction skills and go on to work outside. All of the jobs paid the people good money, which they used to buy many different things like knives, horses, saddles, warm clothes for the winter, or even jewelry. The man felt that he wanted to have money so that he could also be able to buy nice things. So he decided to start a job. He became an apprentice construction worker and started to work 70 hours per week making new houses, shops, and restaurants for the town. He began to experience living as one of the citizens of this kingdom. Every day, he would eat the different kinds of spicy foods that so many of the people there liked, and he would eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Once he had some money, the man would buy the soft and colorful clothes made of wool and cotton that the kingdom specialized in. He worked so hard that he never had any days off, and his friends from work will invite him on trips to the beach to go and relax, while having a nice ocean view and enjoy the sunsets in front of them. If he had his memories, the man will not be able to recognize himself because of how differently he was living his life. After a few months of working, the man decided that he wanted to be the best at what he does, so that he could be paid more and have the money to buy his own house, along with the other things he needed. Once he had some money, he decided to go to school to become an educated man and earn even more money. After a few years of hard work and attending school, he was able to buy a house, then a carriage and some horses. Then, at school, he met the most beautiful girl he ever saw and fell in love, and he married her. They had 3 wonderful kids. After 10 years, when he was finally able to finish school, he found himself owing a big debt to the bank for his studies and all of the things he had bought. These debts were so big that even with his new career, he had to work for another 10 years to pay them all. After those 10 years, he was almost free of debts, and he thought that he will be able to enjoy his life after all of his hard work. But now he had to save money for his kid to go to a nice university. Then, on a sunny day that was going on like any other, he saw a caravan passing by. The guards had signs on them that had paintings of both him and his king, who has been waiting for him to complete his mission. He stared at the faces in the paintings for a long time. His head hurt as he began to try hard to remember what he was forgetting. In that moment, all he knew was that something important has been lost to him. Then, suddenly, something in his mind clicked, and created a feeling that he felt spread through his body like a jolt of electricity. He remembered everything, including the mission his king had given him. He ran to the caravan and screamed, "That is me! I am the man who is painted there!" Happy to have his memories back, the man tells one of the people from the caravan, "Please tell me about my king. It has been so long since I heard of him." All of the people from the caravan were very happy to find the man. "What happened?" they asked him. "The king is very worried about you. He has sent many people to look for you." "Well," the man answered, "I suffered an accident and I lost my memory. Only when I saw the paintings of my king and me, I was able to remember everything." "Well, it's so exciting," someone from the caravan told him. "We need to take you back to the king immediately." "Wait," the man yelled as he began to be taken back to his kingdom. "I haven't accomplished the mission. What am I going to tell my king?" A king's servant from the caravan that he recognized immediately laughed and tells him, "Don't worry, you will be fine. I'm sure he will forgive you." "Father," he screamed, "I'm so happy to see you." And he hugged him very hard. "Father, I can't leave. My wife, my kids, my house, all of the things that I worked so hard to get. I cannot leave them. I can't." And started crying. His father tells him, "Please, son, you must understand what your real mission was." Then all his life since he got to this kingdom started to appear in his mind, like a story with pictures that were moving, not like a dream, but that's the real thing. He asked himself with a very loud voice, "What is this? How can I see everything I did? And why is that I see myself? When I did these things, I was inside my body. So how is it that now I see everything I did as if I was outside my body?" His father told him, "Our king is very smart. Just in case you didn't pay attention to all your experiences, he granted you a very special magic that allows you to see all your life experiences you had in this kingdom as if you were a witness of all the things you did as many times as you want. But now you will know that you are living and you will be conscious of everything you do. This way you can pay more attention to every single detail. And this way you will be able to tell your king all those beautiful stories and experiences you lived." More tears appeared in the man's eyes and said, "Thank you, my king. Truly you are King of Kings."